Will they go quietly into that good night?
Well, the scene has been set. The second map is underway, and it's aggression, as you might expect here from 9Z. 4 players toward the top of middle on the CT side. 5yclone with an excellent performance and overpass. We know they're deadly on the likes of Inferno as well. And it's Max to strike first blood, though. Nice first kill, and it's Moseyuh to be removed. But still, 4 more players to find. And he's here all alone, Harry. No one with him, but a push down towards middle.
The push is big. If they get too bogged down in taking Max out of the round, it's going to give a lot of room into this flank. And yeah, there it is arriving now. It is a clean pistol from 9Z. Only 19 damage dealt their way in that round as they keep 5 alive. And they get off to a good start.
That's a flying start, if you don't mind me saying. That's about as good as it can get.
I do mind you saying. As someone who flies, I found that offensive.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I retract it, but the sentiment still stands. There's an amazing pistol round there from 9Z. Just what the doctor ordered, considering how the first map went. They needed a good start here, and they've actually pulled it off. No bomb planted, no little kills found, and a full eco for round number 2 here. So you'd assume it's a bit of a walk in the park for 9Z. Shouldn't have to work too hard for this one. You never know, I suppose. Stranger things have happened, but there's no utility, no Kevlar, and no frags as of yet. 5yclone just trying to bait out the grenades. It's about all you can do on these sort of rounds. Davideus, aware of Mercury's position, not committing to it just yet, but now hungry for blood. Couple of kills in front of him. Showing some restraint, though.
This is such a grimy round from 5yclone.
Yeah, you got to respect it. Like, they've baited out pretty much everything. There's a couple of smokes left. CTs don't want to deploy them. They know what they're up to here. And they might be taking the bait.
Oh,
a headshot comes
You've
through.
only heard Glocks, so 9Z are like getting impatient. They're kind of sitting around and they're thinking like, man,
it's annoying.
Come on,
another smoke,
you know,
so
just
that's another
push us.
$300 drained, you know? Like, it's worth it. Like,
yeah.
Wouldn't recommend doing this at home. You might get quite annoying. But this is actually quite impressive. He baited out all that utility. They maybe will get a kill as well. They keep headshotting Davideus. But the round surely coming to its logical conclusion. And there we have it. Just a clean sweep. 9Z are going to have a lot in terms of utility going forward, but so will 5yclone. They've been saving their pennies for the AK-47s here. Maybe a couple of goals in the mix as well. But elimination on the line. 9Z. Great start. They can all go horribly wrong very quickly. 5yclone, from what we can gather, they seem to be Inferno specialists. And the way that Mercury's playing today, if Jamyung can join him, it's going to be very difficult to overcome this side, especially on a map like Inferno. But as mentioned, a great start, but there's the opening kill, cleanly through the smoke, finding the star player of 9Z. DGT removed early on. And they might just capitalize upon that advantage, looking to get some mid-territory here.
They're all in on this, and 9Z are willing to meet them there. They've pulled everyone away from B. This is an all-in skirmish at top mid. Even though Mercury's dealt with it first, they think long's clear. They're lucky that that isn't a more costly swing out towards the arches. No one's able to trade Buda over on short. Advent, no, this is too crazy, man. This is too crazy, Advent. Come on now. That's too wild. Moseyuh left up in this alone in the 1v2. They've left it all on his back to try and win this. He's going to have a bomb plant at least. But the net will start to get closed very swiftly by 9Z. He takes that immediate fight into the spawn. Max now dead. That leaves it all on Buda, who at present only has this MP9.
Bloody hell, what a shot that was. Moseyuh, 3 kills in the round. Looking for the quad kill clutch, as we'll see him positioned towards Banana. There is a Molotov in play. He can flush him out. Now, is he new boxes, first oranges, or tucked in the cover yet? These are the questions Buda needs to answer. He can, he seems to know he's going to molly that position, but what a peak it is. 4 kills in the round, picks up the first for 5yclone. It's 2-1, and that's going to be a gut punch for the likes of 9Z. It's Moseyuh carrying them through, having to think on his feet. Retreat from the A site, run all the way in towards B, quick plant, and some beautiful kills. And he opened things up. Harry with that shot through the smoke, top of middle. It took some absolute heroics, but he gets the round over the line. And we get into a timeout straight away here. So Cyclone, alive and well, continuing that good form we saw on the first map. And now financial decisions need to be made for the South American squad. They've got about 4K average, maybe a little bit more. But a buy nonetheless. We've got a coach headset issue here. So we know they're an animated team. They get excited. So it could be some jumping around. Dislodge some cables maybe, you know.
I've really enjoyed watching Cyclone in like these late round moments where they kind of have to read, like what Moseyuh just did there, right? Where you kind of have to piece around together in your head, right? And I feel like in the start of the tournament, it was a lot of raw mechanics was what carried Cyclone through those moments. But I think as time's gone on, and we've even seen them just play, you know, on the daily versus higher levels of competition here, they've gotten a lot better of these like mental images of the maps. Even how Moseyuh plays that 1v2 was to perfection, but it's still in like such a way that's kind of his signature way of playing that out. You know, he wanted to fight early, he wanted to throw himself into it, but he positions himself in such a way where, you know, he knows banana's clear after a while. He'd like built up the mental image of how that round was playing out. And I feel like that's improved very, very quickly for this Cyclone squad. They are super deadly in these clutches because mechanically they've got it. And now they're building up the kind of image of the map as well.
Well, they've been quite tentative with their initial approach, but now claiming some territory. Prime real estate will be garnered here for Cyclone towards the banana side. All 5 players here, Harry, suggest a full execution. We're talking smokes towards Coffin, CT spawn, Molotov, new boxes, first oranges, flash over, get stuck in, and off we go. Mac-10 to lead the charge.
Yeah, they're going to take over towards ruins. They love doing this. The deeper CT smoke falls into place.
God, Buda.
Buda manages to get into the back of quad, but he can't hold the line, can't stay alive longer than that. Advent did Molotov Jam Young. That did happen. We all saw it. A 3v3.
You can justify going for this. You got kits, but it's one of those rounds where you probably won't do it and you have nothing going forward. So looks like they're going to give it a good go. At least explore their options in towards the ruins here. They have to make a lot of noise on route as well. Tees have a nice little crossfire set up here. They can duck and weave. You can see Mercury focusing towards the ruins position. His teammates cover spawn though. That could be an issue, but first kill is an absolute freebie. Second, not bad either. And it will just be poor old Try. And he'll have to do everything he can to fall back and survive here with the M4 because he will not be winning the round. 2-2. And Money will be in a compromised position to say the very least going forward. They're going to get $1,900 per player. And Cyclone, they're starting to build a nice bank balance at this point. 3 weapons survive. And it's the B execution, you're right, Harry. That deeper smoke, I think we've commented on it a few times when they deploy it. Like, it's kind of an old schooler approach. It's like, I think the old Fnatic used to run that.
Yeah, the old Fnatic, and the old Furia as well. You would
smoke in front of the bomb site itself, then deeper in spawn, allowing players with the Mac-10 just to run through in towards ruins, and it's caused chaos, carnage, and very difficult to handle if you're not ready for it.
Yeah, and it's kind of a staple of their B plays, so it's very, very cool to see them using that and kind of bringing it back into conversation in the first place. You'll see it come and go. I feel it's kind of the denim of smokes, right? Never
that
really out of fashion.
Specifically is the denim.
Try dead over in top mid, and so now the rest should just be a bit of a cleanup here.
Should be. Maybe a couple of kills could be found. There's the first.
Oh my god,
and
that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. You know that meme?
Yeah, I do know that meme.
I'm aware it's
I looked
meme.
at you, I was appreciating it.
Okay. I do know some. Got like a handful of memes I can work with.
5 films, 10 memes.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's probably the quota. I'm hitting it. Each and every broadcast. That's a lot of damage. What else have I got? Okay, let's go.
Okay,
that's my favorite.
Go.
It's going to be here soon, and we're going to be saying that every single day. So it's our catchphrase, if you will.
Well, I think it was someone else's catchphrase first.
Yeah, but we've stolen their catchphrase.
You've kind of co-opted
and I'm using
catchphrase.
it daily on a live broadcast. So I think we all know who it belongs to now.
That's just
who even is that guy?
Works.
If I'm saying it more, though.
If you just start saying it more. Cyclone, I'm loving it.
Okay, let's go.
Okay,
see how I can nail it.
Let's
My
go.
delivery's better than his. I think I could run a fairground ride. That's my calling in the future.
It would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? You'd go out there in your jeans on.
Yeah, blue jeans, black t-shirt, exaggerated voice. Hold your nose down like this. Okay, let's go. Hands in the air. I just don't care. What do you reckon?
On the
waltzer?
The waltzers, yeah.
Exactly.
Damn, I do love a good waltzer, to be honest with you. Like, out of all the fairground rides.
We don't have any fairgrounds in Malta, I don't think. We have to make some compromises. We've got quite a small island here. Fairgrounds didn't make it. No theme parks, no fairgrounds. But beautiful parks, if you like that sort of thing. Seasides, water.
It's picturesque. It's less of like a like kind of crazy Disneyland island type vibe.
Sure. We do have Popeye's Village. Are you aware of that?
I am aware of that loosely. I haven't been there, but I know that it's all about Popeye.
It's where they filmed the 1982 film Popeye, starring Robin Williams. The film set still exists, and you can walk around it. Imagine that.
That is kind of cool.
Not his best film, but one of his films. I think it's fair to say. All right then, 5-on-5. And we are going to have Mercury leading the charge here. Not to great effect. DGT will find in the crossfire, looking quite potent on the outside here. And a bit of a scramble from CycLone. They're locked out. Much better round here from 9Z, but oh man, they have got an overcommitted Max. If he goes down with nothing, Harry, they're cooked.
Maximum damage. Oh, ooh. No damage.
He's got that's not a lot of damage.
No, and now suddenly this B play looks to roar to life. They've assembled the boost quickly. This needs to be cleared by CycLone. Fires off, gets out with a double as he catches Advent through the smoke. Kaze and Jam Young have got their work cut out for them. No flash in play. Nothing for 9Z to try and break through this. They instead assemble the boost, hoping that that can give them another way back in. And Try looks to collect even more, but it's Jam Young swinging first. Dealing with that first man in. Big nade, damage found. Jam Young, another. Now Kaze's got to try and help him, and as he swings out, will fall to coffins. Jam Young can't hold it down alone. It's a damn good try in the 2v4 from CycLone. But Buda and Try put up the goods with 4 kills between them.
A little bit too close for comfort there. I think they'll admit that as well. Like, it was a very ambitious position there with the MP9 down towards Logs. If he goes down, it's a wide open bomb site. CycLone capitalize upon that opportunity, get the bomb planted, and Jam Young, he's always going to be a nuisance. He's good for a couple. Didn't quite have the HP to work with there to pull off the clutch, but still, they managed to get the bomb planted, continue to buy here in round number 7. 3-3, we are neck and neck, and it's 9Z that have to win this outing on Inferno, their opponent's pick. Already given up overpass in a pretty convincing manner, and it would be tournament life on the line here. Whoever wins the series will be booking themselves the final place here in the playoffs for Group C. Final game of the day. Super Sunday, some will call it.
Okay, let's go.
See what I mean? You can't quite do it the same.
I can't. So give me it one more time. Show me how the master does it, and then
Okay, let's go.
There you go. That is so perfect.
Definitive.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and copyright it, put it under my name. If I can. We'll see how that goes.
That's always gone well for everyone who's just like stolen a saying or a thing. That's normally worked out well for them. So I'm sure it will for you as well.
I hope so. DGT feeling the heat in towards the cubby, but not flushed out. Otherwise, we have got CycLone exploring their options. Buda is always alone on this side of the map, this time with enough utility to hold them at bay for now. He's got another smoke. Ready and waiting as well. Deploys it early. Calls for a rotation from DGT. Instead of 5-on-5 here, time is of the essence. We hit the 40-second mark. Rotations coming through on both sides. As CycLone vacate the B bomb site, 9Z stack it. 3 players there now. They have got top mid control, so they're looking to delay further, and that's a beautiful smoke. At 30 seconds, I think you have to push it, Harry. There's no choice. You have to go through and hope for the best. And the best has come to fruition. That is absolutely remarkable. You're not retaking this bomb site. Job done as the stunning mechanics once again shining through for CycLone.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. And that seems crazy to say when you're running a smoke into top mid with 25 seconds left.
Look at them go. So much assertion. They know exactly where they're pre-aiming. The possible risks. Going through that smoke, like I said, it had to be done. There's no way you could just sit there for another 12 seconds, let them reposition. They'd have you all day long. You had to catch them off guard. Pushing through. They knew exactly where to look. It was so well coordinated. Pitch perfect as we get into a lead now for CycLone on the T side of Inferno. Doesn't bode well for the South Americans. They'll save a couple of AKs, M4s. In terms of loss bonus, they get $1,900 next round as well, so they have to save. There was no conversation of going for that retake there. And you hate to see it. 9Z starting to shrink here.
Even the save's kind of weird, right? Like, they're going to be getting 2,400 next round, so I would have assumed they weren't going to look to buy here, but they'll throw a full chunk of investment in around these saved guns. That leaves them in this kind of state where they're all in on this round, and they will be staring down the barrel of an eco if they lose it. So a chance for CycLone to really leap ahead here if they can win this round. Going to hit like a 2-for-1, and so at which point you'd be 6-3 up, and you would have 9Z with their backs against the wall, always staring down the idea of having their money broken.
Well, you've painted quite a grim picture there, Harry.
It doesn't have to be grim.
It doesn't have
to. Just win this round, 9Z.
Exactly. All right, I like that. Let's see what they can do with it. They have got the firepower, the saved rifles, but again, CycLone just seem to have so much poise in these sort of rounds. They hit their shots more often than not. Now, with everyone here, do they extinguish the flames? It would make things more complicated upon entry, but they're happy to commit through it, taking a ton of damage en route.
Wow.
But another amazing entry, this time from Moseyuh, making it a double as Advent contributes to the fragging as well. And there might be a third on the cards here as the CTs once again surely have to save Harry. It's getting frustrating, though. They just want to be part of these rounds. They want to get stuck in.
Yeah. That's the hardest thing. Like, you don't even feel like you're a part of the conversation for most of the team. You're not even a part of how these last few rounds have gone down.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Try doesn't manage to escape either, so that's just one less thing to get to hold on to here for 9Z. CycLone, probably worth him even trying to hunt.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
Their money's pretty, it's not super well established here, but this is all that 9Z are going to get to have in the coming round. And so if you even remove one of these, you know, I'm more so talking about the AK than the MP9, you've really safeguarded yourself. The one thing you don't want to happen is to this MP9 to get upgraded.
Hang on. Well, they will be leaving with at least the AK-47. The MP9 doesn't get an upgrade, but it will be taken in towards round number 9. CycLone, another beautiful execution of a play here. Just Moseyuh taking, what, 80 damage en route through the flames. Didn't dissuade him from the push. Didn't remove any accuracy from his rifle as he cracks things open towards second oranges. Advent gets one through the smoke and spawn. It's an absolute nightmare for 9Z now. Back in the tumble dryer as they were on overpass. CycLone besting them in every facet of the game right now as we see them pick up 5 rounds out of the last 6. Okay, a chance. Nice work from Davideus.
Yeah, very awkward way for that to start for Jamyoung. This could get weird now, honestly. I know it's only the 1 kill, it's the 5v4, but suddenly they're armed with an extra AK. They've got CycLone with no map control. Mercury had to completely leave the apartments. He didn't want to keep taking that space alone. That's not ideal. Double re-smoke in at top banana. On your kind of low buy. And so in a world where CycLone, if they do just recommit here, that's like the ultimate middle finger. I would like to think this is because they've seen the AK over towards B.
I'll try, as he might have to either push the smoke or just completely sacrifice the bomb site. Oh, it's a bit of a fake towards B as well, so they're going to just hedge their bets. Hope for the best here. They've caught, try, and it's just the perfect response.
Oh God, they're wrapping B.
Wait, no,
God.
it's not.
Oh God, they're wrapping B. They're going into the stack right now.
Oh,
this is so weird. A is fully open, but instead it's a 4v4. I think they're realizing. And so they will just leave going into the empty A site. You're so fortunate here that there isn't like one more player still over towards A. They won't know that, but it all becomes clear now. They heard enough footsteps on the V site, so they dodged the risk of running into that stack.
Did they ever? That could have been absolutely nuts.
Honestly, if this was CycLone from day 1 of the tournament, we literally have seen them play a round out just like this, where they actually went around the stack only to wrap back into it. But they're a little bit smarter nowadays, you know, a little more calm in those moments, kind of knowing and having the feeling, the read over when this is happening. So
they didn't overcook the pooch.
Yeah.
It's all under control. And I've seen a timeout called. Who is it by? Doesn't tell me. So we'll have to find out.
Don't worry, we'll see as we get into the next round. It'll
That's
come
true.
up. So we'll be able to comment on it then. So
Yeah, we'll have to bring that vital
enjoy
piece of
these kind of
information.
stylings of, oh, 2 dead to the bomb. That's not ideal.
It's not, but they do have 3 players on $10,000. Not bad at all. It will be a 9Z timeout here as we get into round 10. They're on the back foot, 6-3. It's looking likely to be a 2-0, Harry. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
As we will see Cyclone dominate each and every T round. Since they lost the pistol, bear in mind that it took them a while to get online, but once they have, they've looked assertive, they've looked dominant, they've looked like they're accurate, like the teamwork's fantastic, their calls are calm. I really can't poke many holes in it right now. Like I usually would. I'm that kind of guy. Pointing out the mistakes, usually. Trying to be a bit more positive these days.
No, it's nice. I feel it. I see it. You barely said anything negative today.
It's true.
Usually it's like a mixture of on and off air, but it was just off air today.
It's just, yeah, just left it for my friend's private outlet of negative energy. Didn't bring it to the public broadcast.
It's nice.
Which is
even the public forum clean.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome to your Pro League, ladies and gentlemen. Season 18, Group C, final game of the week. Cyclone taking on 9Z here. Someone has to go. One team can make it to the playoffs, and Cyclone already winning that first map, but Max fighting back here. It's a great opening frag, but they found plenty of those and unable to convert the round. It's the mid-round calling from Cyclone that's just been wonderful, time and time again. But this time, 9Z have got the orb. They've got residual AKs as well, and a slightly more conservative setup, not playing too combative towards the top and middle, but Max might look to change that. He's waiting behind the smoke right now.
Oh, Jam Young probing over towards the apartments. Is he ready for David? He is, but isn't able to deal with him. This one kind of gets shut down on the back of these first few attempts at the fights. Cyclone not winning a single one of them. Oh my God. That was very clean.
Don't let him cook.
Nah,
whatever you do.
Go on, let him cook. Why not?
Well,
let him cook.
9Z won't be able to handle it, Harry. That will be the end of the game if he wins this round.
Oh, missed shot for Kaze, but Mercury's still in the picture here. Still in with a chance. Oh, that one's free. DGT gets deleted. Mercury now falls back and grabs the bomb as he looks to embark on this. Max will deal with him and stops that 1v5 attempt in its tracks.
Yeah, Mercury, he's like a young Henry G, isn't he? In terms of that aim. The confidence he's got on the server, the presence, like
kind of like a young Henry too. Yeah,
that's awesome. Like, really love to see.
Reminds me of the old days.
The old days.
I forgot the name of the team you were on.
Which one?
In CSGO, it would have been
the London
Mint. That's right? It. Yeah.
What team was I on before that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Who do you think I am? I got the autobiography
I'll link
at home.
You the documentary later. We can watch it together.
Okay.
All right. It was 4Kings.
4Kings, yes, of course.
Of course.
A big one.
Who could forget? They are dead now, of course, but somewhat relevant name, I suppose, in the esports tapestry. Let's get into it. 6-4, 9Z looking to bounce back. DGT holding towards the cubby that's never checked, Harry. No one will ever check this cubby, and it always leads to 2 kills. I couldn't tell you why. But it will continue to be a powerful position until the end of time.
Just so tempting and not looking.
Yeah, just like, they probably won't be there. Like, what are the chances?
Oh, kind of flubbed for Max. He had 2 targets on his screen. Kind of ended up picking neither of them. Now they know that there's a man behind them. Somewhere, there's a man in there. Jam Young looking for him. Spots him all the way back towards the spawn. This is so weird. 50 seconds left. And they're having to fight T-spawn players. The one thing that's like not good here for 9Z is even though they have these players on the backstab, they've had to smoke the exit and now leave.
Right.
So they don't like have this extra manpower. There's actually like more holes than there are advantages from that double push down at Banana. And they're only just starting to plug them now, but they've at least got that info that CT is clear. And so now they're ready for the A play, just in the nick of time. David deals with the first guy in. Moseyuh falls, and it's just Kaze left to save his orb.
Some promising rounds here, back to back. Looking quite good for 9Z here. Calculated aggression at the start of the rounds, find their advantages, fall back, and then solid crossfires. As you mentioned, there were a few holes to plug, but Davideus adjusting in the nick of time, hitting some clinical headshots to the AK-47, and guaranteeing round number 5 here. We have got a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. A final of sorts, at least the final game of the group. 1 slot remains for the playoffs here, and 9Z didn't turn up to their own map pick. Overpass was an absolute shambles, but starting to come to life here. Bear in mind, they had to win a best of 3 earlier today. They played Apex at 12:30, so it's their second best of 3. Fatigue, obviously an issue, but that's part of the deal. If you're coming from the lower bracket, Harry, that's just what you've got to deal with. You've been there before. 2 best of 3s in a day.
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday.
And you're still here. You're still fighting. So are 9Z.
There's something commendable about that. Surely.
Yes. Sure.
Oh, try! Blinded! Through the molly! Still, good to find Moseyuh. But is there more from Try? Is there still more to do? Try as he might. He's won that 5v4, but will his teammates be able to convert it in the A-hold? Long is going to get smoked off, so DGT does not get to have much of an impact or say in what's happening in middle right now. 5yclone, they're leaving. They're going to go back to B. Or are they? We'll find out.
Stay tuned as round 12 continues after this. No, we're going to stay here. 45 seconds. These B pops have been extremely powerful for 5yclone. Their entry potential is huge. Flashbangs towards the top there. Running out of time, though. Being quite telegraphed about their final intentions.
Oh, no. It's
back
all
we go.
Going so weird, man.
Back we go.
Let's see if they can do it. This would be a very 5yclone way to win a round. But it would also be a very 5yclone way to lose a round. So let's find out. Util over the top. Moto smoke.
Jam Young.
2 players to get past. Davideus tagged up, but not quite finished off yet. Allowed to reposition. Time is running out. They deal with the player on the balcony, but they can't flush out the man in the sight. David holds the line, and 9Z will tie this game up. Yeah, come on now. This is getting silly, 5yclone. I like it. I like that they're trying to be wild, trying to be weird, but I don't think they have to be or feel this desperate yet, you know? It's scary to me.
Well, it's fine. It's 6-6, right?
Fine.
Sure. The rounds have been quite one-sided for 9Z. They've been scrambling to
I just think, you know, these last few rounds have felt a little more old school Advent and not as composed or controlled.
I was thinking this isn't the team we saw yesterday. The wheels starting to fall off a little bit. I'll give you that. But Mercury's got the first kill. Try is actually quite heavily committed towards the top of Banana, but doing a good job fending them off with the utility. And they haven't recovered a rifle, so it's not too troublesome just yet. Saying that with bated breath right now, because Try is alone, technically, but he has got the AWP and playing a more defensive angle. That's better. Should be absolutely fine here. So Mercury, he did find that kill, but taken down while doing it. No weapon to recover. Again, just try and bait out some utility, hopefully get a bomb plant. That would be great. As they find the Tech 9. Is there anything else? I think they might have thrown it away. The rifle, that is. Can you hear the frantic comms?
There it is. There it is. They can see it. But they can't get to it. That smoke in top Banana has actually allowed them to grab the M4. Advent, maybe give that, yeah. Jamyong was looking at him the whole time. Advent knew he wouldn't get to keep it. Just got to take all the risk in getting it, but...
You have gone down to 80 HP, so you might want to give it to me, boss. All right, then. A slight chance of success here. A bomb plant I would call a bit of a victory, but we've got a huge spray down. David doing a boatload of damage. Buda to close things out.
Ooh.
I say that. Is he going to go for the nice, clean, open plant here and give himself a fighting chance? Harry, what do you reckon?
Well, so every single fight that Jamyung takes, he's got to kind of tap them out immediately. That's not as big of an issue versus Try on the AWP as it is versus DGT, because he doesn't have head armor. So these shots have got to be rapid and they've got to be clean. There's no way he wins this out in a sustained fight. Jamyung in the right position for the job. If he were to swing right now, no one's looking at him, but he doesn't. He bides his time. He waits, and if they come up to clear him, they tap on the bomb. They've got him peeking, but he misses that first spray. He sees they're off now. They know where he is, and DGT spams him out with the AWP. They're going to get on it with the kit. They will just rescue that round. 9Z up in the lead. Jamyung crumbles under the pressure of the 1v4 or 3? That's crazy.
I think it was 3. But yeah, if he hits that 1 kill, the AWP, that was the defuse kit, and the player defusing had 10 seconds left, so it was a guaranteed win if he hits the easiest shot of them all, Harry. The 1 tap on the player, scoped in, looking towards the pit. They have to wall bang him to close things out. He knows it as well. So tantalizingly close for Jamyung. An amazing tournament, but seemed to be holding his nerve. It's disappointing for sure, but it was an eco, bear in mind. They've caused some damage there. It will be 9Z to take the lead, though, as we enter the penultimate round of this first half. Inferno certainly starting to heat up here. Flames exchange towards Banana. We've got a Glock for Kaze. What's going on here, boys? Hello? Oh, no, not a meltdown now. He's got 3,900 and a Glock.
Yeah, he only just realized he forgot to buy. They tried running back to spawn.
For God's sake. There's always some sort of calamity with this team. And like, this happens quite a lot.
That's what but they're feeling the pressure, Henry. This is a great show of pressure.
I guess, did you just forget to buy? Can we get...
Yeah, I went and checked the spawn. There was nothing there.
Let's get a look in there. Let's have a look. He's got the money. Everyone bought otherwise. Everyone went down, so he bought armor. He entered the buy menu.
He must have, they're just talking coming into the round, right? And kind of just glances over it. He's still been able to grab a gun. Maybe this is fine. Advent and Moseyuh will open, and Kaze even gets his hands on an AWP eventually. No gun, no problem.
It's all under control.
5yclone are going to tie this up at 7-all.
They're just playing the percentages, playing the money game, money ball. If they don't spend enough money, they'll have enough going forward, I suppose. One of your teammates is going to die. You'll take his rifle. But tying things up, another pounce approach from 5yclone. Brutal entries, as you might expect. Advent, Moseyuh doing the heavy lifting, and as you mentioned, Kaze managing to get himself the AWP try. Did have a nice opening kill, but this was the money shot. And final round coming up, Harry. 8 rounds on the T side of Inferno wouldn't be bad at all. It seems like every Inferno we commentate is 8-7, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's always split right down the middle.
It is a very even one.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, for 5yclone, the fact that they win that, I think is huge. It's not even so much that they're tying this game up now or that things have been a little bit weird. It's just that you're kind of feeling the pressure build over these last few rounds. 9Z had just won 4 in a row. There was a very good chance they would go on to just kind of batter them near the end of the half if it wasn't for that round. So now suddenly 5yclone feel a little more bought back into the game, right? They won't have just capitulated on the back of like a 5-6 round streak from 9Z to suddenly change the tune of the game. So let's see if they can find 8-7 on the back of this, or will 9Z go straight back to their winning ways? A bit of a fight in top mid and a very passive B hold on the cards for 9Z. This is going to leave them 3-2, and it looks like 5yclone want to come up and quickly. Into top mid they go. Try and DGT both dead.
One more player we know. Davideus has been a rock here on the A-bomb site. A solid anchor. Gets himself in a prime position, needs multiple kills here, completely flashed, but doing well while blind. Only good for 1. Final round here, Harry. And 2 kills to find, make it 1. Beautiful scenes here from 5yclone.
Even spamming the smoke comes with risks for Buda. He's going to have a moment to pick his battle, choose his fight, and that spot over towards short, he's not going to get given that again.
Yeah. No nades, no space, and presumably no chance.
There's a smoke dropped right behind him. Flashes in library as well, but
come on, Harry.
This doesn't look like anything he's been made aware of here.
Does he stay alive for stats? Does he go for it?
He's going to try going for it, because at this point, what have you got to lose? Through the smoke, Kaze will find him. And so 5yclone, they do win out the first half after all. 8-7. They are 8 rounds away from the playoffs.
sides. Padian nails the shot. 3 kills from the captain.
He's got a chance in this one. Simple makes it look too clean.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're enjoying this Sunday. I know I certainly am. We've got the second map here between 5yclone and 9Z. Second half underway as well as we go 8-7 in favor of the Chinese squad here, looking to book themselves a place in the playoffs. 9Z fighting for their tournament life, looking to take it to a third if possible. My name's Henry G and I'm joined by just Harry Russell. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. This is turning out to be a bit of a banger as well. Like, it's really closed up over that first map. A lot more competitive here. And so this isn't a victory that 5yclone are just going to walk towards if they were going to do it in 2. They're going to have to put the graft in. They're going to have to work here on this second map.
They really are. It's going to be an uphill battle to say the very least, but you wouldn't want it any other way. You got to fight for that playoff spot. And for now, a nice little stack here. You haven't seen this for a while. Normally it's just with a fallen boost, I would call it. With the AWP, he made this quite a thing, but using on the pistol, detected early on. Taking some damage, down at 76 is Moseyuh. They'll go for another boost. New boxes this time. And again, you don't see this very often in pistol rounds, to be honest with you.
Also, Advent has the dualies. He's like the guy to keep an eye on here. Now he's been mollied, he's been utiled, he's been flashed, he's dead. Moseyuh also dead. Going to get out with the one and done. A nice B exec here for 9Z. Sees them pull up with a 4-on-3 post plant. And for 5yclone, so much weighted around whether or not they can win this next fight. Kaze won't be able to, and that should just seal the deal on the round, really.
I think he might be onto something there, 4-on-2, and yeah, they'll just have to hold on to the Kevlar, as they'll be forced by in the second round, as per tradition here on Inferno. And that's pretty convincing from 9Z. A little bit too complicated from 5yclone, perhaps. Just focusing on those sort of gimmicks rather than a solid setup. You can see they had the idea of the boost on the corner to kick things off, then The secondary boost towards new boxes, the smoke from First Orange to flash over, kind of got flashed themselves and couldn't spray them down with the dual elite. There was potential there, but unable to execute as 9Z will tie things up. Bear in mind that third map is ancient if it's required, and 9Z put their best foot forward in round number 1. Molotov, okay, that was everything. That really rumbled the efforts there of 5yclone. Whisked them off their feet. And we will see that second round forced by. Bear in mind, like I said, save Kevlar with 100 HP, Harry, means you can get a FAMAS in the second round. And that's quite a tantalizing prospect.
Yeah, so we got a couple of FAMAS. I actually kind of hate the buy.
Yeah? Not your thing?
Well, there's just no proper armor, so they're screwed if they face a Mach 10 or a Galil.
Map 10.
Map 10.
Get that reference?
Yeah.
Map 10.
Yeah.
We did that thing.
We did the with what was his
name? Mac.
Mech.
Mech.
My name's Mick.
Alright, guys.
Hi guys, Mercury here. Flashed in the middle. Just gonna do a bit of damage, but nothing to write home about. 5yclone. What do they do? What do they do now?
It's rough now, yeah. The round might be kind of decided because, like you said, with the lack of helmets and firepower combined, the brute force nature of 9Z here might be too much to handle. We're seeing a couple of kills, though. Jamyoung's gone undetected. Doesn't have the cleanest of sprays. He does get a dink with final bullet remaining. I don't know how he pulled that one off, but still, he gives him something to work with here. The bomb's yet to be planted. Try will take down Kaze, and now it's down to Advent. The old master goes towards the apartments here. He's got a smoke to work with. Now, I'm trying to work out the best case scenario. You can't really do the lurk smoke.
Well, so they shouldn't really be expecting him in apartments, but if he goes too slow, then that's when they're going to consider it more and more. Try's just set up to win the round, right? They know that Dabadeus is probably dead in this first engagement. And so it's all set up for Try to win it in the 1v1. Advent moving in. This first kill's meant to be the easy one, but still one man to find. It's Try tucked in, back of the site. Advent runs at him, but Try will hold on and doesn't let Advent into that 1v2 clutch.
Good effort. Close, but no cigar, I'm afraid. 9Z, presumably with 10 on the board now as well. There has to be the full eco going forward. A real chance there. Flashed in towards middle. Mercury did a ton of damage. Couldn't find multiple kills, though. And frag by frag. 9Z managing to confirm the round here. Just a single flashbang purchase for 5yclone. A deagle for Moseyuh as well, but that's about as exciting as it gets. I'll send 4 players in towards B and set up the troops. Hope for the best. But it's pretty much a locked-in, guaranteed round for 9Z. These are the most difficult to commentate, famously. How do you make this one exciting, Harry? What's the trick?
I think 5yclone are going to make it exciting for us.
Okay.
Okay? Check this out.
They're
waiting with the flashbang, right? This flash, if thrown at the perfect timing, at the perfect trajectory, tease them up to kill DGP.
Oh, it's got him!
Right now. Oh, they will get him. They will get him. Now we're into this 4v4. You're thinking, surely you don't get more exciting than this, and you'd be right.
It was a little bit chaotic. There was a chance for a couple of kills, but one will do. Jamyoung. One of the headline acts here.
Don't say it like that when he's 1v4 with a USB on the other.
I'm just saying, he's had a very good tournament. He's made a real name for himself in this Group C, I would say. We've all become fans. We've all fallen in love.
Why have you followed this up? Like, this heart-touching like speech about Jamyoung. If there's one thing we can all say, he's been actually just sick here throughout this tournament. Oh.
Little cuddle and spawn. Sometimes it's required.
Honestly, I think that would help me a lot.
What, it's a timeout?
Just a timeout and a cuddle, and then right back into the game.
Then it gets toxic again. So start arguing with teammates, bickering, deciding who's doing what, but every now and then you do need a cuddle, that's right. Full eco. Comes to a grinding halt. But the first gun round is upon us. Double digits for 9Z, 10-8. And Kaze with the AWP. Bear in mind, they don't have any helmets, but luckily it's 5 AKs.
I'm so scared, Henry. You can feel this getting away from them.
Yeah.
And you know what's going to happen if it does? they probably lose this series. You know, I don't want to say it.
Okay, wow, things really have.
No, but only because, you know, I think that, like, considering, like, the whole mental of 5yclone is very, very valid, because they're just a team that aren't really in positions such as this, right? And so
they've recovered a 14-5 deficit yesterday.
Yeah,
Russell.
I know, but the stakes there, Henry. It wasn't an all or nothing matchup where playoffs or bust were on the line.
It was bust at least. Someone had to bust.
Yeah. The bust.
Right? At least is what I was told.
Legally, someone has to bust.
Someone had to be removed. So I understand your point. This is the do or die moment. I don't know, though. They've seemed to rise to the occasion when the pressure's on.
I pray they can.
And they had a great showing in that first map. Their opponent's pick. And now it's their chance to dig themselves out of the grave. A B setup, a very tentative one, though. Boost in towards middle otherwise. Mercury trying to stand on his tippy toes there, hoping he can look over the smoke. Not quite going to happen for him. Oh, it's a misfire from Kaze as well. Now they'll throw the Molotov at his feet. The smoke's going down. This makes things incredibly stifling for him. And he's taking damage en route as well. I think he might be done for.
It's kind of an interesting bait and switch, right? Oh.
Yep, go on.
Well, they both died.
Yeah, that is interesting, I suppose.
I mean, it had potential to be interesting.
For a moment. Yeah, you could see that as soon as 9Z established, that all was at the back, though. The utility came through, the smokes, flashes. Overwhelming. And it's 9Z who continue their streak here. Perfect streak in the second half. He's in back, locked in behind smokes, grenades landing on top of them. Yeah, didn't have enough control of Banana in the first place. Painted into a corner at the back of the site. 5 players survive for 9Z. They're on track for a third map here. But 3 do live to tell the tale at least for 5yclone. Nice shot from Jam Young.
I'm going to quote one of the greatest legends of our time. Someone has to bust. Someone has to finish here today.
I'm not sure that's innuendo anymore.
That second part was accidental. Someone has to. And 9Z are trying to make sure it isn't them.
Well,
last man standing.
Exactly.
In the bus stop.
They're going to take a tactical timeout to discuss their options as we adjust ourselves. We'll get this show back on track. Round 20, and 5yclone need to make some decisions here. They probably will buy into this round, of course, but just how are they going to position themselves? They want to get an MP9 and secure more utility. Yes, they will. Advent will pick that up. And otherwise, just looking to find a weapon for Kaze, the sniper of the squad. He'll go MP9 as well. So they're not going for a full investment here, Harry. They're going to keep the money strong. This is like an interesting approach, right? Most teams will just go all in, shove, go for it. But they've gone for a half buy after saving 3 rifles. And it's a big picture play. They're hoping this will leave a foundation that they can build upon in the future. $2,000 per player. Very disciplined and worth a timeout to discuss their options there.
Fast up towards top Banana for 9Z. 5yclone have really, really struggled at kind of locking down this B bomb site, of trading favorably. It's been the way in for the 9Z squad, and so they pressure it early. Now looking to take top mid as well. They're already out, dude. They already have so much map control. 5yclone, this is a nice reaction to go and retake top B, but honestly, I think it's going to be in vain here with 9Z having so much control up top mid, wrapping into a 4v2 that 5yclone just aren't ready for in this A site hold. This round should be done already.
Hang on.
Unless Mercury can do the impossible.
He might be able to. He's that kind of guy. Even when they know where he is, look at the mechanical skill. He's ready for these fights. But unfortunately, this time unable to convert. It's going to be 4-on-2, and you're right, I think the round is already over. That's going to be 5-0 now in the second half on the T-side campaign for 9Z. This team starting to wake up now. In the last chance bracket, last game of the group, last slot available in the playoffs. And they are doing a great job on this T-side campaign on their opponent's map pick. 4 players survived. They've got a ton of money. They can justify the hunt. And Max has already been let off the leash. He's pushing up the Banana here. Do you ever think we'll have a different word for that area than banana? That is locked in forever.
I think it's locked in forever. Good luck renaming it. That's all
like
I say. What are we going to call it next?
That's always the first thing people comment on. Like when they watch CSGO for the first time, I say, why do you guys keep talking about bananas all the time? That's super weird. But
and then what could we call it? Street.
Yeah, street. King of the streets.
The king of the streets. That's actually kind of cool, to be honest. All right.
Rushing street now. Oh, it's a
so we
push.
just pigeonholed the king of banana was Freiburg. That was it.
That was
for that chapter of the game.
Yep. New game now.
Which I think, you know, that's cool.
You can see why it's called banana.
Well, you could.
Shown by our observers there. Thank you very much. It is shaped somewhat like a banana.
Loosely based around the banana. Ooh, fast up banana into the top of banana. And so now Max won't go any further than that. He's fine with this. The fact that they keep getting this much real estate and they're so unwounded, unhurt, not demotivated, not beat up. They're fine. It's scary.
All right, well, 9Z again applying this pressure. And Mercury strikes in the boiler room here. WP's top of middle and Jam Young. Safety of the smoke will keep him alive for now. They are yet to post a CT round. Still plenty of CS to be played here on Inferno, but 9Z couldn't have asked for more of an advantage to take us to a third. Smokes are being deployed. And there's 3 in towards the apartments. This is a classic apartments pop, ladies and gentlemen. They'll flash over and try and get control of the pit and surprise the CTs, or you could jump around and try and force the issue and get behind these CTs at shore.
Okay, this reposition from Mercury could be big. The one vulnerability to the double porch setup is the apps pop, and if he's able to control it, if he's able to keep it locked in, then that could be the difference maker. Kaze falls, getting nothing done, and we're left in this 3-on-3. 5yclone need anything, but they're not going to find it in this round, not with Jam Young dead. Try getting aggressive all the way up through mid. He has sealed the deal on this one. Not meant for 5yclone, not meant to be. Yet to find a CT round as we now go 6 in a row for 9Z. On the back of this 7-8 half.
Wow. Just when it looked like they were positioning themselves correctly, they were aware of what's going on. It is the apartments pop that eludes them, and it will be 9Z in touching distance now. I think it's fair to say at 13-8 of taking us to Ancient. An impressive resurgence here. It looked like they were bringing nothing to the server. On the first map there, pick of overpass, blown out the water, 16-8. But here we go. The hunt is on. Moseyuh, a strong position. He should be absolutely fine. They'll save 2 weapons, Harry, but that's about it.
Greener pastures on the mind. It's actually Nuke waiting in the wings as the third, Henry.
Yep,
Other
you're right.
than that, we got it locked down.
Right, I've got a different game up on my other screen. I've just got a random game. Nike on HLTV next to me. It's incorrect information.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Other than that, you basically nailed it.
Apart from that, apart from the actual map itself, the most vital part of the center.
It's all well and good.
Oh, my face has gone red. I can feel it heating up.
No, it's fine. No one can hear us. Here we are, Moseyuh.
You could have just told them privately, not let me know. You could have just said in Twitch chat. You just typed it out.
Just that guy's actually.
Henry actually got this one a little bit
Henry
wrong.
actually misspoke here. He meant.
Oh, that's a shame. I apologize.
It's all good. Everyone gets one. I just say a lot of wrong stuff every day, and then you can never really be held that accountable.
Say it with enough conviction. I think most people believe
I believed you. I started thinking, like, have I been wrong this whole time? All right, here we are. Kaze opens the roundup. Into the 4v4 we go. 5yclone nades rain over. And they do a bit of damage onto Advent, but will this behold stand the test that's coming its way? That last smoke is now gone. They still have a Molotov on Advent. So if this push comes from 9Z, in just a moment, the mollies come out. Actually might feel a little too soon, honestly. They can now wait for this smoke to fade and the molly, and they're just going to go through on the back of that. 1 kill from Kaze Zorp. He tries going for even more. What do I say now? Try did beat him 3-on-3. Oh, I don't know how that was only a tag. Advent tries making a play.
Everything's going wrong right now.
It's just Jam Young. Can Jam Young save them? Can he do it? 1v2. A tall order ahead of him, and they give him the fight from the coffins. But David does not show mercy today, neither do 9Z. Still yet to give up one round in this second half.
Not a single round garnered for 5yclone on their map pick. What has happened here? Unbelievable. Their money's kind of wrecked as well, to be honest with you. Try, showing some good form here. Whips out the USP, confirms the kill and potentially the round of that one. As we get to round number 23, a couple more will do for 9Z to take us to Nuke, which is the correct map, and is actually where we're going to go. I'm confirmed. And you know what? I'm actually going to bring up the right game as well. I'm going to stop looking at that game.
Living in the past, man.
Yeah, here it is. Spirit 5yclone, Nuke, third map, confirmed. And we'll get back into the action. Surely they're going to post one CT round, right?
I really don't think they are. I think that this is, you know, the momentum of the game has switched up so much that 9Z are really believing, like it's not a question anymore. In their mind, they've already won this map. We're already on the third. They're playing like they're here to win the whole damn series, whereas 5yclone, it feels like they're playing almost in a state of like disbelief. They can't believe this is getting away from them with how the day started. With how this BO3 started with a dominant win on Overpass to open up, and now they go to a map that is meant to be, you know, like their pocket pick, their home map, and they're getting taught a bit of a lesson by 9Z. A man down now in this one, and a missed shot from Kaze. They learn about the AWP in top mid. 9Z might want to go back.
A 5-on-4 once again. 5yclone have just rolled over here on Inferno. An opportunity for a kill. Mercury finally posting a kill. It's been some time. Flashbangs are over the top, trying to set up his teammate who's boosted. That's Advent, but instead of 4-on-4, make it a 2-on-2. Max sneaking through the smoke. Finds him the important advantage. Could get weird.
Oh, this really could get weird.
He did a load of damage though, that's the problem. Down to 27 points of health. You've got this rotation to go with. Like, it's like 80% favored towards Max here.
Okay, he didn't take the AWP, and the one thing that Jam Young has to go his way is all this util. Now, as he arrives to the site, there's a smoke down and loads of time has elapsed. Max could be anywhere.
Literally.
So there's a lot going against him as well. That and he's 27 points of health, meaning one shot from the AK would do it. One shot in the AK would find him. He doesn't have the time to clear any of these angles.
This is kind of sick, checking all this and you've got no kit.
And so that's the round right there. He won't even get the kill on the fullback. And so 9Z win out that 1v1. It's Max to do it. Topping the charts right now alongside David. 15-8. And that third map of Nuke looming as 9Z are going to bring us there with 5yclone not finding a single round in this second half.
Yeah, that's always a shame when that's the headline. They don't even get one. They really haven't put up any sort of defense here. 9Z, beautiful stuff. That's every move they make seems to be the right one. Getting a taste of their own medicine now, 5yclone, and boy, is it ever bitter. A desperate boost to try and find them. One round, avoid the certainty of this map slipping by the wayside. Just one would do at this point. Let's just say at least we posted one. On our own map here, we've got one CT round. And a nice little setup here. But I feel like Try is about to dismember them. He hits nothing, actually. He takes some damage himself. And actually spots three. He spotted one towards CD spawn, two boosted. So they're going to use that information now and get the hell out of there. Pushing towards the A site. Davideus not even waiting for his teammates here. He's leading the charge. And he might find Jam Young.
They've missed his timing. He's way deeper than anyone was ready for. Jam Young might be able to make up for it. 2 kills from him. He shrinks down. He hides in the pit. Kaze trying to help him. He will come through with one, but Jam Young still has to do more in this round, and Try will not make it easy for him. Advent left up in this alone, and as the smoke fades, the chance of the round fades with it. DGT finishes the job, and 9Z get it done flawlessly in this second half. 9 rounds down the stretch, and that sees them close out Inferno, locking in a Nuke third map appearance.